Hey there, guys. This is Faith, and we have another Sacred Sunday chat. Before I dive into my chat, and I'll wait for a couple of people to come online, I'm going to pull this a little bit closer so you guys can hear me completely. I have been away for the past week or so. I left last Saturday. I went on vacation. I did a self-love retreat for myself, just to kind of like step away from all my normal activities and to simply relax and let go. And got a little, hi Brenda. Oh, I absolutely love you. You are always here ready for some Sacred Sunday stuff. So yeah, and got a little suntan on and got my relax on and just enjoyed some beach time and some personal time and hanging out with really cool, awesome people. So, but today's Sacred Sunday chat, I hope everybody can hear me clearly. Today's Sacred Sunday chat, the title, if you've taken a look at it, it is called Love Over Hate, Tips on Dealing with Your Critics. How to deal with critics. Not just dealing with family, friends, and stuff like that. I'm not really talking about those types of critics, but that kind of goes in the same way. But I know a lot of you, including myself, we are online a lot. And so how do we deal with critics that are judging not only your work, but are also judging you? And I know you're probably wondering, how did I or why did I come up with this particular topic for today's Sacred Sunday? I try to make sure that every Sacred Sunday is relevant and in the moment and is something that's sitting on my heart right now. So while I was away, someone anonymously, so I'm putting it out there, so they're probably going to watch this because obviously based upon what they sent, they watch several of my videos online, or they read my content and whatnot that's online. But while I was away on my self-love holiday, someone mailed a letter to my yoga studio. So my yoga studio address is public, right? So they sent it to me, and this is what the letter looked like. It was all taped up. But inside of it, was this. So maybe you know this person's handwriting. And this was not a Happy New Year, hello Faith, have a wonderful year. This particular email, or this particular piece of mail, was basically a somewhat harassing and also really hateful letter. And I'm not really going to focus on all the little pieces. I'll definitely give you guys a little taste of what's in there. But as human beings, right, as who we are, we have a tendency sometimes to criticize other people, right? That happens. And especially if you are someone like me, where I'm putting myself out there, I'm leading and doing the work that I love passionately. Receiving constructive criticism only helps me get better, right? Only helps me achieve and continue to stay on point and offer up really quality work to you guys. However, when someone actually puts out negative content, if they say something nasty to me online, at least I can somewhat see who they are. Or if they make a comment and criticize me for my work or make a recommendation, I have the opportunity to make a decision or choice around how I want to respond. However, when someone sends a letter like this, or they post something anonymously, first and foremost, that's a coward. Because if I have something that I need to say to someone and I need to maybe be harsh about it, or say it because it may have hurt me, or I disagree, like, you know, that's okay. Like, say it. I have to, if whatever I need to say, I'm going to say it. However, when you do it anonymously, or you don't claim your your harsh comments, then that's not on me, that's on you. However, I've created this video and I'm doing this video because I want to just share a couple of tips, because there may be other people that are putting content out there, not just in the healing realm where you're a yoga teacher or a meditation instructor or you're a fitness guru out there. However, if you're a writer and you do a lot of blogging, or I know I absolutely love watching all these amazing women post on YouTube and on their other social media channels around how to do hair and makeup, and these girls are really skilled and talented, and some of the styles and stuff I like and some of them I don't. That's my personal opinion. However, I'm not gonna hate on them because it's something I dislike or I don't like the delivery. So this particular video is for anyone that's actually being vulnerable and putting themselves out there and putting your work out there for others. Basically, you are putting all of who you are out on the table and offering what you have, offering up what's in your heart to the world. So here's some tips for you. Tip number one for dealing with your personal critics, and not just those that are criticizing your work, but for those that are criticizing you as an individual. Tip number one, don't be a hater. Don't hate back. So I'll give you guys just a quick little taste. The first line of this entire email says, you have to stop being, I'm not really sure what the word is, you have to stop being so negative. That's what it is. You have to stop being so negative when you have failed breakups. Actually, that's not what it reads, but because I can't understand the broken English. You have to stop being negative after your failed breakups. That's what it says. Once your breakups and relationships end and they depart, stop going on the internet exposing your breakups, your ex-boyfriends, your personal business. And basically, it says stick to teaching yoga and leave your personal affairs out of it. I'm not going to be a hater, but what I do, what my yoga is the same as my life. And when I share the yoga, I am sharing my life. And I know that I teach from my personal practice, right? I'm sharing and offering up. So for those of you that know me really well, if you've come to my yoga classes or you come to my workshops, you know that I give all of who I am, right? And when someone spews hatred and spews nasty comments, I can't turn around and spew them back. Nor am I going to, or nor will I kind of deflect and also send out negative comments to other people that are doing awesome, great work out there. So basically, tip number one is don't be a hater yourself. If you have something negative to say, tell the person to their face, or send them an email or direct message, say, hey, I'm not feeling this and this is why, or I'm not liking this and this is why. But don't do it in a way that is filled with hatred and that's going to harm them, and meaning harm their heart, because at the end of the day, those comments are abusive, right? Number two, when someone criticizes your work or criticizes who you are, tip number two is to basically focus on your path, right? Each of us, regardless of what we do in our lives, we are here, we're on a path, we are moving into the things that keep us happy, or doing the things that keep us happy. We're working in an area, or we're providing guidance. Even if we are going online and sharing our own personal comments, our own personal thoughts, there was something that drove us to do that, right? There was a driving force behind us offering up our thoughts, our comments, putting them down in writing, singing and writing a song, painting an image, right? There was something that led us there, and that's our path. So the only thing that you can do when someone actually spews negative comments to you is to stay on track, be on your path, do what your heart desires. Stay true to who you are. And when you stay true to who you are, all of that hatred, all of those negative, unnecessary comments serve no purpose in your life. Follow what you do what you have to do, and listen to your heart. Number 3. This is kind of related to number 2. So number 3 is to basically make choices in your life that are right for you, and make choices that are right for your family. Everything that I share online, if it involves another person and I am going to actually say their name, I actually ask permission. But before I started to talk about my brothers being HIV positive, I knew it was okay for me to say that because I'd spoken to my brother. I had already had this dialogue with my family around me being fully 100% open and honest about what our family history was. If I choose to actually make a comment about a failed relationship, or make a comment about a disagreement that I've had with a girlfriend, or whatever I choose, my political opinion, I'm doing that because it's right for me. And so whatever you offer up, whatever you share, know that it's right for you. Know that it's right for your family. Do you at the end of the day. That's all that matters. And then the final statement, the point number 4, and the very last thing, because I want this Sacred Sunday to be kind of short. The final one is to love your haters. Kill them with kindness. Like, that's how I grew up. My mom was like, you know what? Somebody treats you bad, kill those mofos with kindness. And at some point, they may come around. And you know what? If they don't, it does not matter. It does not matter, right? They come around, yes. They don't even have to fall in love with you, right? But at least they're there and they're honest and they're being upfront. But the only thing that you have to do, and I know a lot of yoga teachers say this all the time, send them love and light. So for this person that made the choice to send me this letter anonymously, last night when I made it home and I read your letter at like 11 o'clock, almost midnight, when I arrived home from my vacation, I gave myself a moment. I dove in to my home and to my sacred space. I had a chat with my yoga studio manager on the phone, who was absolutely kind, and she texted me during the night because she had actually read the letter before I had, because it was sent to the studio. And the only thing I could do, right? Of course it hurt, right? Of course it hurt. But the only thing I could do was send love and kindness to this person. And it kind of reminds me, of what Michelle Obama said, like our first lady, my first lady. What did she say? When they take the low road, you take the high road. And that's what I had to do. I don't know this person, so I couldn't really comment. This is kind of my way of like saying that. But as they were taking the low road, I decided to take the high road. And my high road is to say, you know what? From the bottom of my heart, I know that you may not like me. I know that you may be in pain in some way, because we all are on this process of healing and becoming better individuals and better human beings. I know for a fact that I am far, far, far from being perfect. But the one thing that I do know that I have is that I have love in my heart for even you. Genuinely. So before I wrap up our Sacred Sunday and kind of go through those 4 little tips one more time so everybody has it, I definitely want to be transparent And one of the things I feel like was probably the harshest comment, because it didn't just involve me. It involved my mother. And for someone to even put my mom in their zone of hatred, right? And they wanted to spew some hate, like that was a trip. So this is what they like, I have to laugh because it's like great. It's this. This is one of the last lines in the sentence, or in the letter. At 46 years old, you apparently decided a long time ago that you don't want to have a husband or kids. How selfish of you not to give your grandmother a child. Brenda, you are absolutely correct. The person that wrote this letter, I am praying for you, and I am sending you love. And for anyone else that may have experienced something like this, even anonymously, or if someone's made comments on your blog, or if you have music that's out there and you're an artist in some shape or form, or you're just someone that's offering up and giving of who you are in a public way, I send you my love and my strength, because I know that on a regular, I get weird comments like this. I get people putting hateful things online. But for someone to write a letter, it's been a really long time since I received hate mail. So sending them love. Actually, you know what? Let's just take a freaking moment. That's what I'm going to do. Take a moment with you guys. And if you're with me here, just place your left hand over your heart and the right hand on top of that. And take a few deep breaths. And send love and light, not only to the people that are lifting you up, but send love and light to the people pulling you down or throwing daggers. Breathe in love, exhale love. Breathe in compassion. Exhale and send them compassion. Breathe in understanding. And exhale, understanding. Slowly open your eyes. And my last and final thoughts, right? Just 4 more. So just in case you missed the beginning, my 4 tips. 1, don't be a hater yourself. Number 2, focus on your work, your path, your divine purpose. For whatever your gifts are, continue to share it. Continue to be open and vulnerable and give of yourself. Be of service to others. That's what you're on this earth to do. Number 3, make the choices that are right for you, and make the choices that are right for your family. And number 4, love over hate. Pure and simple. So those are my 4 tips on dealing with critics and those that are judging your work and that are judging you. And sending love, light to everybody. Thank you so much for joining me here on our Sacred Sunday chat. I look forward to talking to you guys next Sunday. And yeah, that's basically it. Thank you again. Sending love and light to everyone. And of course, continue to be on this path, continue to travel this path, continue to hang out as we all work on our souls, work on our bodies, heal our minds, just like become spiritually fly. And I will see you guys soon. Mwah. Namaste from the bottom of my heart.